So there hasn't been a video on the channel for about a week now. I've kind of stepped away, distanced myself from it. You guys deserve an explanation as to why that is. If you follow me on social media, you'll be aware that due to some unfortunate recent events, life has changed for me again. It's nobody's fault, it's one of those things that is what it is. I stepped away because I just needed, I needed a few minutes, read as a few days to just retreat and recuperate. And at times, things just get tough. That's the way that life is. How you handle that and how you kind of push through it is entirely up to you. But there's only really one thing that you can do, and that is just to keep going, keep motoring forward. There's no point wallowing in self-pity or misery. There's no point giving up, because the only person that has any control really over your life and where it takes you is you. And if you give up, you're condemning yourself to a miserable existence. If that's what you want for yourself, fine, who am I to tell you otherwise? But that's not what I want for me. The struggle that I'm having now is over the past sort of 18 or so months, my life has been a roller coaster. It's had some great highs and it's had some pretty steep lows. Now, over the course of the last 12 months in particular, since losing my job, I've been working hard to create contacts, create content, improve my production value, spread my network, do everything that I can to grow what it is that I'm doing, right? Videography, cinematography, production, whatever you want to call it. I've been trying to grow that, and to a degree I've been successful, but in this last year I've managed to create for myself 4 opportunities that would or could have led to some form of employment, some form of path that would have taken me on the next stage in my career, that really would have helped forge the life that I feel like I want for myself. But this is where things get difficult. All 4 of those opportunities, no matter how promising, no matter how sure I was that they were going somewhere, all 4 of them fizzled out to nothing. And I don't want to go into great detail and depth about who they were with and what they were for, because ultimately it doesn't really matter. The point is, I created these opportunities for myself. I opened these doors, but they were closed before I got through. And you know, the first time you get a rejection like that, you can get over it. You're like, okay, you know, whatever, didn't work out. The second time it happens, you think, you know, unlucky. By the third time, you start to think to yourself, is it me? Am I unemployable? Is there something about my character that people don't like? What is it? Am I not skilled enough? But then again, if I'm not skilled enough, why did they lead me on to the point where we're discussing employment? We're discussing potentially moving house, relocating my entire life for this, and then it doesn't happen. Now, by the 4th time, you're just about ready to throw yourself off a bridge. You're thinking, how many more times can I handle building my hopes up towards something and then having it smashed down? How much more fight do I have left in me to carry on? The problem as well that I have is that you guys only understand so much because I've only told you so much, and there's a reason for that. Everyone has problems, and I'm not trying to say that mine are the worst. When you compound these letdowns professionally alongside some real bullshit in your personal life, it gets very, very hard to cling to any form of hope and push on. But this is where I'm the most grateful. There is a silver lining, and the silver lining is what keeps me going. The silver lining is why I'm stood here right now talking to you, telling you what's going on. Because the silver lining is you. Every single one of you. Now, since my video last week where I said that I didn't get the job, several of you have supported me in ways that I could have never imagined, and I'm unbelievably grateful for that. Some of you have bought stickers, some of you have subscribed to me on Patreon, some of you have bought some merchandise. That small gesture means so much more when you're on the receiving end of it. You know, it might just be $1 for you, $4 for you, or however much a t-shirt is or whatever, but to me, every time I get an email ping like that, it says to me, dude, someone gives a shit. Somebody somewhere cares. And if I didn't have that, I'd have nothing. And I also owe a very, very special thank you to a man called TwistedTek, and I'll put a link in the description to his channel. Since he learned of my unfortunate situation, he hired me to do some design work for him, and he's been keeping me busy over the last week, which is also partially why I haven't made a video. I've buried my head in this design work, working with him, and he's really helped to keep my head afloat here. But it's not just him. Below my video in the description is a link to my Discord channel, and there we have a community set up where people just talk. If you're not familiar with Discord, it's just a chat client. That's all it is. It's just a little messaging system where people can have conversations with each other, and the people on Discord, even when I'm having the lowest day, when I don't want to get out of bed, I don't want to start doing anything, I just want to lay there and be miserable, I can see them talking to each other in Discord, being happy, discussing motorcycles, discussing their lives, anything, and just sitting there and seeing them converse with each other, knowing that they've all been brought together by the channel, lifts me up. And this video isn't meant to be just me moping about how miserable I am, about how shit life is, about how I'm finding it really hard to find a job, and how my personal life is also sucking balls right now. It's actually an appreciation. It's a recognition of all the support that you guys give me and how powerful that is. It keeps me motivated, and I know that I've had a blip this last week, and to be honest, I've been considering taking one more week as well, just to stream more, just to hang out with the people in this community and remind myself why I love it so much. And then come back swinging, really swinging, because despite not getting this last job, the fourth one I managed to create for myself in 12 months, despite not getting it, I'm not perturbed. I still have more to give, and I want to give it. I want to continue to create. And thanks to you, I can. Anyway, people, as usual, I've been Smo, you guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.